San Clemente, California. This is my home. It's laid back. It's beautiful. People living here work hard to live in one of the nicest places on earth. Now let's meet some other hardworking females. Here is the honeybee, Apis mellifera. And this is Anna Maria. She's a beekeeper and bee guardian. Anna Maria saw the ecological history of this land, the moderate climate, diversity of plants, and wide open spaces in some parts of the county, and she decided that this would be an ideal place for her to practice her passion as a beekeeper and bee guardian. Now let's hear a little bit from Anna Maria herself.
Yes, my name is Anna Maria de Cyprus. We are currently at the Ecology Center here in San Juan Capistrano. It's an ecological oasis in the middle of the city. We are on 26 acres of organic farmland, which is the last certified organic farm in Orange County. I actually run the events here and have for about 4 years now. I found this job through a previous job when I was working in agriculture and urban farming. I'm also beekeeping, which is the reason for our video today.
Correct. We currently both live in San Clemente, California, and is beekeeping allowed in San Clemente?
It actually is not allowed, and we just found this out a couple months ago. So part of my job, as I mentioned, in beekeeping, part of that is doing removals and rescues, where we are rescuing hives and relocating them to sanctuaries, open spaces, and land where there, can accommodate hives. So we had about 5 hives on our property in San Clemente, and we were reported to the city, which was a bummer. And we went to a council meeting and found out that it's actually currently not legal to host beehives on your property within city limits.
Under San Clemente's ordinance for keeping bees, it shall be unlawful for any person to have, keep, or maintain any hive or swarm of bees within the city.
Anna Maria, why do you think it's so common in urban settings for beekeeping to be prohibited?
Well, I think as cities grew and more people, built homes in smaller spaces, and we're living kind of compactly in some settings in cities. There's a few reasons. I mean, we don't have the big open spaces like we once did when we had land in its natural form. There's also less forage for bees, so it's a little bit more challenging in real city metropolises for bees to find food. The most prevalent reason why bees are usually prohibited is because of fear.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I would say the majority of the population doesn't have a real understanding of the importance of bees and pollinators in our food supply and in the natural environment. And so over time, bees obviously sting.
Yeah.
And people are allergic. And so it just has become part of our culture to be afraid of bees and to sort of very, very harshly distinguish our environment with theirs.
I find it sad that our county, named Orange County, has drifted so far from its agricultural roots. In an effort to entice new residents, the name Orange County was established in 1889. Migrants poured in, and many planted small citrus groves. Around 1900, oranges became the county's main crop. Millions of orange trees were planted. But as popularity rose, land got expensive, and trees had to go to make room for tract houses, and the oranges began to disappear. My aunts can remember the orange groves, and they said the smell was divine. So not only has the magic of agriculture been pushed out, but also the magic of beekeeping. Myself and a handful of amazing women have been diving into beekeeping with Anna Maria.
Beekeeping, babe.
Together, we've come up with some goals and changes we want to see and make happen.
In San Clemente, what are we doing to change the beekeeping ordinance?
Right. Well, the first step was to attend a city council meeting where we brought up our idea to council, and they were very enthusiastic, and it was actually very well received by council to present a beekeeping ordinance that is allowing the hobby beekeeping within city limits. And so the next step is for us to create a draft proposal of the ordinance for the council to take a look at, offer some feedback, and then we will present at a council meeting. And so typically this process can take anywhere between 1 to 6 months, only because each council meeting there are new topics put onto the agenda, and sometimes they run out of time, and depending on where your topic is in the line of the list of items, you could be pushed to the next meeting. So as a word of caution, in your own endeavors, if you're looking to do this in your city, just keep in mind that this could take a while. But really important, most of us, our students and those of us here in San Clemente, we attend our council meetings pretty regularly, and it's important to create a rapport with your council members so they recognize your face and see your commitment to your community. So we're really excited to work with them and hope that by mid-year 2019 we'll have an approved and updated ordinance. Education, again, is what really helps to change people's perspective, and offering things like classroom visits for the little ones in an elementary school, hive tours where people can suit up with a local beekeeper and experience bees firsthand, often changes that perspective and mindset and takes away some of that fear.
And there's a healthy fear that will be created as we know that they're wild animals, they sting, but we can interact with them in safe ways.
We know we're not the only ones facing these challenges. There are many others with passion for stewarding the land, restoring nature, and working specifically with bees. For that reason, Anna Maria and partners created Thehoneybeehub.com, which serves as a platform to connect bee guardians and enthusiasts around the world. There you'll find resources and opportunities to connect with us in support of your beekeeping journey within your community. Thank you for watching, and please connect with us so together we can create a longer lasting impact and pass these traditions and ethics to each new generation.